and I was born in South Korea, which is my birth nation, and I came over to the UK when I was 8 years old, and I've lived in New Malden ever since. I was raised in the kind of the outskirts of Seoul, which is the capital, and Korea is a very mountainous country, so I remember having a massive mountain just behind our house where sometimes wild animals kind of come down. I remember that. Otherwise, I remember it being a very tight-knit community, and my school days wouldn't just end at the school. We'd all kind of congregate after school and then play until darkness falls. And so my coming to the UK was driven by my father starting a business here. He was in the fishing and food processing industry. This was in 1995 when we decided all to move over here, and he mainly worked in Scotland where seafood is very good quality, and left us all in the south around New Malden to attend school and things. So that was in 1995, and yeah, I guess we kind of just ended up growing on to New Malden and the UK. I remember the journey very well. Basically, all our relatives were congregated at the airport in Seoul, and there was a lot of tears and heartbreaks. And I remember my mum and my grandma being particularly upset because we thought we'll never see each other often anyway for long distance. But yeah, I just remember being excited. I don't think I cried myself, although my sibling did. And I think I slept the whole flight, to be honest, and I woke up and I was in this foreign country, and yeah, Heathrow Airport in all its fancy glory. The first thing that really struck me was having a garden. Korea is very densely populated. You'll seldom come across a housing with a garden attached. And it was amazing. We had a very big garden with a pond and a whole apparatus and swings. So I remember being very excited about that. Second thing was just how clear the sky was. I don't know if it's because I lived right in the centre, but Seoul sky tended to be quite polluted and grey and all this, and quite musty. But London sky in the air, it was very fresh, and I just remember being really struck by the plentiness of the green and parks and all this, which I really liked. I basically arrived as a mute child. I couldn't speak a word of English, but I think you just pick it up as you go, you know, hanging out with friends at school, going to birthday parties, I don't know, going to the corner shop to buy a magazine by yourself. And it kind of gradually built up, and I think about 3 years into arriving, I think I could, you know, converse quite fluently. I have to admit, first year or two was quite difficult, mainly because of the language barrier. So I found it very difficult to integrate with these kids, and also kids are young, so they tend to be more blunt. And it was quite lonely the first 1 or 2 years. And I think I made my mom really upset once by saying, oh, I actually spoke to someone today. And then I think that really affected her, because obviously I must be standing at school saying nothing. But I remember playing like England, Ireland, those hopscotch games quite a lot, and then I remember getting my first pet, which was a hamster, and then kind of making friends with others in the area because they had hamsters as well, and we'd kind of all bring our hamsters out together. Oh yeah, I really liked the birthday parties that English kids had, and all those party bag concepts and all this, which you don't really get in Korea. So yeah, those are the good memories. I left school and I read biomedical sciences at university. This was mainly because I was very into sciences as a kid, as you can tell. And then since leaving school, I've worked with a Big Four accountancy firm, but my heart's kind of set on entering the legal profession gradually. So I'll be progressing onto that field as well. Because New Malden is quite a densely populated Korean area, I do still have, you know, friends I've known for 10 years or more who've kind of remained here. My parents attend the Korean church, which has moved to Sutton, I believe, and I do help out with interpreting for kind of the North Korean refugees who, you know, they're financially short, but it's something I can do for them. And I know there's a massive hate between the North and South, and that they're kind of our enemies and all this, but I just feel we're kind of victims of the era then, and I don't necessarily think we should be kind of antagonistic towards each other. So that's something I do. Otherwise, I do, it's mainly professional contacts and relationships. Yeah, within the city, we kind of help each other out. If there's a new job coming up, we'll give each other an eardrop, and then, yeah, help, yeah.